You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley.
Who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All righty, welcome to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are the fastest hour today on the radio, taking place for All-American rapping with Steve Taylor and my man Bock. How are you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. You're right. I mean, it's a Wednesday, so usually I'm used to talking to Steve, but I think he's got some other plans. He's a busy man, so we're glad to bring back Bock and the Blackshirt here today.
All right, Bock, nice job on the new intro we got for us, and we will be playing that more, especially Monday and Tuesday, as me and Bock will do the Captain Show for 2 days by ourselves. Bock, we're going to start something different today, Bock. NBA play-in tournament last night.
That's right.
I'm mad. My Hawks lost.
Were you as mad as Trae Young? Because he got pretty frustrated there.
Yeah, I think he's about to leave the Hawks. He has to do something else. He's too much of a great player to be on a struggling team like that. Atlanta tries a lot, but they just can't get it right.
Yeah, I mean, they've had, and that's the one thing about him is you could say, well, this or that about, not winning championships or whatever with the superstars in the league. Most of them combined with other superstars to make super teams, right? And we see that, of course, in the LeBron era, the big three. It's kind of whittled down to a big two. Some teams have, good depth and all that. But Trae Young really hasn't had a superstar to work with. Now, they brought in DeJounte Murray a couple years ago. Probably not quite superstar level. He's had Clint Capella, guys like that. And sometimes some good teams. He made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. But, it is interesting. If they don't find somebody to pair with him, I would assume that he would kind of force his way out of there. So we'll see. That frustration did not look good. I think the referees called it an embarrassment to the game or something along those lines. So was not good. The Hawks lose. Therefore, Orlando will take on my Celtics as Orlando got the win 120-95.
So is that it? One game?
So the Hawks, like I said, the Hawks are moving. They're going to have to play the 8th seed. So they're going to wait the winner tonight. The Heat and the Bulls will play for the chance to play the Hawks. And then we can see if they get the 8th seed. It's really kind of interesting because on the Eastern Conference side, and they've done this play-in tournament for a few years now. And I think it's entertaining. People like it. I mean, you're talking about 7, 8 seeds. I don't think it's a big deal. It kind of, keeps the 9 and 10 interested. It makes seeding very interesting in the Western Conference specifically this year. But it's not necessarily fair. Again, when we're always looking for the fair part, Hawks, Bulls, Heat, all these teams that are going to play for the 8th seed, none of them have a winning record. They're all below 500. While on the other side in the Western Conference, Golden State beat Memphis last night. Memphis was 48-34 this year. And now if they lose their 8th seed game, which they'll play the winner of the Mavs and Cavs, they will miss the playoffs. They were 3 games out from being the 3 seed in the West, and now might miss the playoffs entirely. As on that side, Golden State did beat Memphis 121-116. Jimmy Butler with 38 points, helping Golden State get the win there. So again, now Golden State will take a matchup against Houston, which will be very entertaining. And then Memphis will now wait the winner of the Mavs and Cavs and fight for that 8th seed. And I'll just tell you this, even as a 1 seed, OKC Memphis would be a very entertaining series as a 1-8 again, because Memphis has been pretty competitive all year. They just, that's the way the seeding works on the East. You have below 500 teams getting in. On the West, you could have a 48-34 team as the 8th seed.
I know. I see. Oh, Zach Edey, 17 rebounds.
Yeah.
10 rebounds. 7 offensively, 10 on defense. Man, that's pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions about would he translate to the league. He'd be up there with Rookie of the Year. I think Stephon Castle out there in San Antonio would probably win it. But, he's definitely made a compelling case.
So we have 2 games tonight.
Yeah.
Who's those 2? Let's see.
So Mavs and Kings on the West, which obviously has its own interesting. The Mavs, we know the move that they made this year to get Luka out. We'll see if they even make the playoff. This is their last chance. So whoever loses tonight in these games, season's over. So that's what's kind of exciting about it. It's kind of the, a game 7, if you will, without having to play a series, or like we see in March Madness, one game for your playoff lives. So Mavs Kings will fight for the chance to fight again for the 8 seed, and then the Bulls and Heat will do the same.
Yeah. All right, so we're looking. Hey, it's playoff time.
That's
you know,
right.
you know how I like it. What's the guy from OCK?
OKC, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
What they call him?
SGA,
PGA, TGA. Lakers and 5. I just like to make stuff up like that.
Are you like it? You like the Lakers?
Yeah, I'm a LeBron fan. I like him because of his size. I'm not saying he's the GOAT because it's people honest. It's more than one GOAT to me. There's plenty of GOATs.
There can be plenty of GOATs. That's the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it could be 3 GOATs in 3 different conversations, though. I mean, it's who you really like. I mean, the kids in this generation right here, they didn't get to see Michael play. They didn't get to see Kobe like we did. We got to see. Well, for me, I was born in the era where I got to see Magic Johnson, Kareem, Bird, the Bad Boys, and then come Michael.
Yeah.
I was watching when Spud Webb won the slam dunk contest, Dominique Wilkins. The Hawks have been sorry for that long.
Were you a Hawks fan all the way back then?
No, I was a Boston fan at first.
Okay.
I was because I liked Larry Bird. And then it shifted. It shifted from Bird. Then I like Charles Barkley. And then I was rooting for Utah versus Chicago because I like Karl Malone. So, it's who you like. I mean, just because somebody the best, that don't mean you have to like them.
Well, and I think there are a lot of NBA fans too the association has set it up this way to a degree. Unless you're regional, it is a players' league, and the players move with more, in the player movement era, I should say. Is that I think a lot of people, especially here in Nebraska or wherever you might be, tend to be drawn to players more so than teams. I've liked the Celtics for years and years, so I've picked my team. But I certainly understand that kind of fanhood and jumping around too, because you can get lost. I mean, you choose a bad team, you might have years and years of just not really watching meaningful basketball.
All right, here's Ralph. Ralph says only one GOAT, Farley, Elway. If you had to pick a GOAT besides Tom Brady, who would you go with as a quarterback, Bob?
Oh boy. Patrick Mahomes is making an argument. Even though we're mid-career, so we're gonna have to kind of see. No
player playing now.
Yeah. So he would be up there.
Steve Young for me.
Yeah. I mean, I think Joe Montana has probably the best argument as far as resume goes.
I like Steve Young. Yeah. It's just my preference.
Yeah.
I like his style. See, he was the first true, besides Randall Cunningham, he was probably the most second best.
Very effective.
Effective and mobile, running that bootleg, that West Coast offense. He ran it to a T.
Yeah.
And Bill Walsh was a pro at that. So, Fred Not Horribird says the real GOAT, Wilt Chamberlain. Yeah, I mean, people don't get to see that.
Yeah.
People don't know how good Bill Walton was before his knees got bad.
Yeah.
People don't know how good Hakeem Olajuwon was. It's just who you like. I mean, some people like the Rockets, some people like Golden State, some people like Orlando, Shaq.
Yeah.
It's just so many different players. Husker P say Montana is the best besides Brady. Clutch all day. You're right. I was a San Francisco fan. My daddy was a Cowboys fan. And my dad is that type of guy that when he watches his Cowboys, he don't like distractions. And one day, we watching the AFC champion. I think it was the NFC championship, and the Cowboys and 49ers was playing, and the 49ers won. I almost got my butt whooped that day, Bob, because I was laughing in my daddy's face about his team, and that didn't go so well.
You were acting. That's kind of funny.
Never watched the football game with him. Never watched the Cowboys game with him again.
Since then, haven't done it.
Since then. Charlie Ward, former Seminoles all-star quarterback, Georgia native, has been accepted the job at FAMU to be the basketball coach.
Yeah, Florida A&M.
He spent 11 years in the NBA. Heisman winner. I thought he was a better football player than a basketball player a little bit before his time. NFL really didn't like mobile quarterbacks that much back in like 93. I'll tell you a story, Bob. 1993, I knew nothing about Nebraska. So when I watched that Florida State versus Nebraska game, guess who I went for?
You were cheering for Florida State.
Yeah, and you know why?
Why?
Because Charlie Ward was from Georgia.
Mm. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
2 years later, I'm in a Huskers uniform.
How could you? You wouldn't have known. But you were telling me earlier too. Ward played at a high school close to you because I know you played Mike Bobo.
Yeah.
And you were saying he went to his
Thomasville Central. They both went to Thomasville Central.
So he was probably quite a big deal when you were in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Charlie.
Yeah, but I mean, those teams, them type of teams from Georgia like that, because they far away, not far away, but 3-4 hour ride. We don't play them in the regular season, so it got to be state bound. So we played Mike Bobo. We had so in high school we went down there. We finished the regular season 9-1-1. We finished the regular season 9-1. We had a 3-way tie for region. Top 4 teams got in the playoffs. So we went and played the number 1 team in the state was Berks County back then. We went down there and beat them like 28-7 on their home field. So we took over home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
So we ended up playing Thomasville was next. We beat them 50-19. So that was the quarterfinals. Then we played a team called Villa Rica, Georgia. It was a small school. Their quarterback had to be 5'7", Bock, running the option.
And they made it all the way here.
They made it all the way. And Bock, it felt like he had motor oil on his jersey because we couldn't bring him down. We ended up beating them 14-7. So we was 12-1. So we played in the state championship, which we played at our home field because back in the 90s, they didn't let us go to the Georgia Dome like they do now.
Yeah.
So we had the state
home field championship game.
Yeah, we had in Columbus, Georgia, we had the state there. We played a team out of Atlanta called Lakeside DeKalb. Had a great running back that ran for 2,000 yards at high school, C.J. Johnson. They was a good team. They ended up going up 14-0 on us. We ended up coming back 14-14, and then the clock hit 0.
Yeah, and back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s. They said, we thought we was getting ready for overtime. We're like, yeah, it's overtime. Then the guy announced it, the PA said, there's no overtime in Georgia State Georgia State championship game. It's a tie. Because we was ready. We ended up blocking a field goal at the end, like 5 minutes left in the game. They went for like a 30-something yard field goal. We blocked it. I jumped offside. They re-kicked it again, and we blocked it again.
Oh, and not you, though.
I didn't block it that time. I blocked the first one.
Man, you got a whole team of guys that can block.
Well, the guy on the inside of me, they let him through because they was trying to block me. Yeah. So they let one of my homeboys go through, and he blocked the kick, and we got the ball back and just ran the timeout.
Yeah.
So
I still can't. And every time you say it, I just can't wrap my head around being like, all right, we're both state champions. Let's go home.
I'd rather be a co-champion than a no champion.
Well, you would rather have had overtime, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
To determine it on the field. But
Dad says 34. He said, who's the best player in high school you faced? Several of them. My hometown, Mo Williams. Mo Williams went to Kentucky. He played for the Vikings for like 10, 11 years.
All right, you're not talking about Mo Williams, the basketball player, then?
No, I'm talking about Mo Williams, the football player. He used to play for the Vikings.
Okay. Yeah.
Great running back. Went to Kentucky. Jacquez Green. Speedy receiver, went to the University of Florida.
Yeah. We
played him in the national championship game. He got his hip broke. He was disrespectful.
In that game.
Yeah, that game, he got his hip broke. He was talking junk to our players. Came over there right before the game, kicked somebody's helmet. And I told him, I like, look, man, they're going to try to hurt you. So, and then the next one, he ended up playing for Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers. Marcus Robinson, receiver. I'm talking about a guy who was 6'5", 220, 230, that could run a 10-2 and 100. We ran the same leg in the 4x1. And I always was ready for him to come running past me, but it never happened because I had a good first leg. But Columbus, Georgia got we got some players there. We're probably second, third best place for recruits in Georgia. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, you got to think about schools like Buford. You got to think about the schools in the city of Atlanta. Milton, who was ranked number 3 in the nation last year. It's Travis Hunter High School. Collin Hills used to be that good back in the days. Mulberry School which is Grayson High School. They're good. It's football in Georgia has really came a long way. Yeah. And that's why I say I think we're probably one of the second best state to come get you some players besides California.
I was going to say it's a pretty big recruiting hotbed now, especially with the size of the state being compared. The Floridas, like you said, Texas and California, they've got just huge populations, and therefore they're in there. But you kind of think past that. You think about the Georgias, maybe Pennsylvania, Ohio.
I wish Nebraska would go to Georgia more. I mean, you have a better shot at offering these kids because everybody can't go to Alabama. Everybody can't go to Auburn. Everybody can't go to University of Georgia. Everybody don't have the grades to go to Georgia Tech. Yeah. So you got a hotbed right there, especially with us being so close to Phoenix City, Alabama, right there. A team that has probably 15 D1 players on their team, and that's 5 minutes away from Columbus. Then you have Carver High School, which is where Elijah Pritchett went to school at. I went to Kendrick High School. We are nothing now in football. We are bottom of the barrel right now.
Oh, okay.
So then you got schools that's in Atlanta, LaGrange. You got Noonan. All these schools are like built up till you get to Atlanta. And then you have the big schools in Atlanta. So, just like track, we used to go run all the relays, Georgia relays, Florida relays. We would just go to every relays and run because that's what we did in high school back in our time. I never spent a Saturday at home during track season. On the road, running track.
Now, was Georgia a hotbed for recruiting back then too? Like, was it known or was it less, more of a secret, I suppose?
Well, we had guys go to Clemson, Georgia. I don't think it's a hotbed like it was now.
Oh, okay.
I think it's more of
some of those names you rattle off from your hometown are like, in all sports, like Frank Thomas. You can rattle off a lot of big names.
Frank Thomas. We have Brentston Buckner, who played for Pittsburgh Steelers. He won a Super Bowl with them. He also played with Mike Minner and Mike Rucker and Jason Peters at Carolina.
Okay.
Matt Strong, who was the fullback from Seahawks.
That's right.
We got Isaiah Crowell. I don't think you know him.
Yeah. How could I forget him? He's the one with the bulldog at his recruiting ceremony, right?
Yeah. So Isaiah Crowell, me and his brother are like tight. Like, okay. I grew up with his brother. He's real younger than me.
He ended up going to the pros for a little bit.
Yeah, he ended up going to Cleveland.
Yeah.
He was at the University of Georgia, had some stuff going on. Then he transferred to Alabama State. And he made it from Alabama State. Who else? Like I said, Mo Williams, Roderick Hood. He played for Philadelphia, the Eagles. He was a starting safety for them at one point. The guy from Pittsburgh had the dreads in his hair from Georgia, linebacker.
Oh, Jarvis Jones?
Jarvis Jones. He's from Columbus, Georgia. So then we got another offensive lineman. I can't think of his name right now, but he went to Carver. He's in the NFL right now. Derek in the car says Dana. Dana Brinson is from Valdosta, Georgia. Valdosta is different. They only got one high school. And we went down there and played them like my freshman year in high school, and they hit our quarterback up under the bench, and he didn't want to come back out there. They won plenty of state titles. But we got a lot of players that's from Columbus, Georgia, that really excelled in football, and be able to still do it because they do like everybody else do now in Columbus. They recruit players. So you got Carver High School where Elijah Pritchett, they recruit. So they try to get me and my
make the team. Huh?
Yeah, they go in because it's easier right now in Columbus because if you want to just go there, you can go there because you can go to any school you want to. It's not a zone. So it's by like say if I wanted to go to this school, only thing I had to say is they got a course that I want to take. So if your school don't have it, you can go to that school, and that's how it is.
Tommy asking, Nebraska has class A, B, and C. How does Georgia's classes work because they don't have a 6A?
Who don't have a 6A?
He's saying Georgia doesn't.
We up to 7A now. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A.
Is there any B? Is there all A?
All A.
Okay.
So 1A is the smallest.
Oh.
1A would be a school, probably 500 people. 2A, then 3A. 7A would be your biggest because they're more like Atlanta schools and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's always fun to go down that path, too, to kind of think of the best Huskers from Georgia. You know, obviously we've had Alfonso Dennard in the studio recently.
Yeah.
There was kind of a big gap between him and the next. I know, like Gabe Irvin. I mean, they grabbed a few guys here and there.
Gabe Irvin. Who's the other running back? The one before that started. Had 900 some yards.
Anthony Grant?
Anthony Grant.
Okay.
They from the same high school.
Okay.
We had a cornerback that was, I think, Newsom or one of those other DBs. He was from Georgia. Like he was from College Park.
Yeah.
One of the DBs that transferred out, he was from Georgia. I forgot his name, but he was just one of those Scott Frost kids. So David from Renew says Columbus, Georgia is where he said he was there for Airborne School, Fort Benning. Yep, Fort Benning, Georgia. I used to go there and go to the Hidden Door. It's a club in Fort Benning. Then you get to fight and you have to run from the military police.
It's a lot of military.
Yeah, military police trucks couldn't go past 60 Bock, so we'll just outrun them back in Columbus. Then I mean they couldn't come in Columbus anyway. Not and come chase us, but Bock in the black shirt over lunch break. Oh, it's a good day.
That's right.
Yeah, here's a bad Mulberry. What did Farley run in the 400 in high school? State 47.8. Region 48.02. And my brother was faster than me. But he was 19 when he graduated, so I call him my old man.
Fair. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's what I tell him. All right, it is Bock in the black shirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Hey, I like your new car.
Thanks.
Could you stop at this coffee shop? I need a cup of joe.
Press that little red button.
Hey, an entire coffee machine just came out of your dashboard.
Yep.
More things should be built in, like the multiplier in Mega Millions from your Nebraska Lottery. It's one of the new enhancements to the game, along with bigger jackpots and better odds.
Oh, that coffee is a little strong.
Press the blue button.
What's that?
Grain dispenser.
$5 Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 290 million.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's becoming a wild ride in the car market these days, but Koppel wants to let you know and assure you that we are staying the course with our usual pricing model. We've still got huge discounts and low interest rates, so let's get after it. We've got over $12,500 off list price or 0% APR right now on select new vehicles. New and pre-owned, our lots are full, so now's the time to buy. Please stop on in the dealership or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G187747. All deals with roof credit.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Biggest question people have is, how do I start the process? What is the process? I want to build a new home, but I don't know what the first step is.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
The first step is make an appointment. Come on into my office. Let's sit around the table. Let's talk about what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget might be. And let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. And get a house that you're going to be happy with. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done. Once you find a good lot, let's get it reserved because there's a very limited number of lots in this town. And then start designing that floor plan that's going to be perfect for you. Next thing you know, we're moving dirt.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Now's the time to schedule your air conditioner service check with Bryant. Make sure it's ready to keep you cool and comfortable when you really need it. Call Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111.
Make sure you tune in every Saturday from 11 to 12 for all things youth football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman. Learn how the game of youth football has grown in and around the capital city with coaches, athletic directors, and league commissioners telling you all about it. It's all things youth football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman every Saturday from 11 to noon right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best they can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. Tailored Landscapes is on the brink of spring cleanups for all their existing customers, and they have limited spots available. They trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give Tailored Landscapes a call at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of their designers and stop by the Tailored Life store in Bennett.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bock in the Black Shirt here live at 1040 O Street. Bock, a lot of players are doing something that we never seen before. Max Crosby, player for the Las Vegas Raiders of the NFL, will be the assistant general manager of Eastern Michigan while he's still playing in the NFL. How different is that?
It certainly is something new that we're kind of seeing again. I think it kind of capitalizes on the awareness of those players, right? The celebrity factor of those players. We've seen that too at the basketball level. Steph Curry is the GM over there at Davidson. I saw another basketball player that they did that as well too. So it's interesting. I don't know, when I see assistant GM as opposed to GM, then I'm thinking, okay, well, this might just be kind of like an honorary degree, if you will. But we'll see. I don't know how involved he would get. I would love to. I mean, if I was playing in the NFL, obviously you can't really make it your full-time job. But I would love to dive into it if I was him.
Yeah, it's a check. Now, you said something earlier today when we talked about this. You said Stephen Curry Davidson.
Yeah.
He's the assistant general manager.
I'm going to go back and look. I don't even know if they labeled him as assistant. I think they just might have labeled him as general manager.
Basketball.
But he's playing too, right? Currently.
Yeah, he's currently playing right now. So what kind of role you think he has? Is he just calling players to say, hey, I'll be in touch with you later when I finish this season, or how did that go?
Just looking up, yeah. He is the assistant general manager as well. So again, I think these roles more so are just kind of capitalizing off of their celebrity status, and it's probably up to each individual athlete that jumps into these roles how big they are, how big of a role they actually have. But yeah, if I'm Davidson, I would find any way I could to say that Steph Curry is on staff or Steph Curry is helping in some sort of way. And again, I don't know what it necessarily means as far as how are they doing it, but I could expect some phone calls to recruits. I think that it would be something that they're actively interested in diving into, because they're currently playing. Are they going on trips? Are they picking out guys to come to the team? I'm not sure, but you certainly can use their relationship and their networking that they have to try to get people to the school as well. I'm interested to see how many teams do this. Again, it just kind of fills in a void, or at least gets a connection to maybe one of your biggest players. If the Nebraska was to do this, it'd be interesting to see what they would do on the football and basketball side.
Oh, they'll probably make Will Compton the assistant general manager.
GM, yeah.
He's in there good with the good old boys. But you know what today is, Bock, don't you?
I know.
It is D-Day. D-Day is in portal opening up day.
That's right.
Most notable players in the transfer portal, which is opening up today, Wednesday the 16th. Nico from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Julian Neal, cornerback from Stanford. Joe Cotton, tackle from South Dakota. Makai Bear, linebacker from Missouri. Jaden Rashad, who started at UCLA? Where was he at?
Oh man, go through in his. He started.
It's probably his fifth school.
He signed with Florida, got frustrated about them, went to Arizona State, I believe.
Left there.
Georgia.
Yeah. Jahani Cook, wide receiver from Washington, and Jaden Ott, running back from Cal, who already signs with Oklahoma. Now, if Nebraska, let's talk about Nebraska portal. Now, we see that Matt Rule tells these guys to stick it out, but as a player, I couldn't see myself trying to stick it out and really stick it out for me to get cut. Now, if I wanted, me thinking of all the positions that Nebraska is what they're going through right now, we're still in spring ball. If there was two positions I wanted to upgrade right now, I would have to take a running back, and I would have to probably take two linebackers. Now, we need depth at linebackers. We have linebackers. After we get with Vincent Shavers, Buddha, and Trent Watson, Willis McGahee, he's still playing. I mean, he's doing a great job. We haven't seen his full potential yet.
He's more kind of jack, right?
Yeah, he's a jack linebacker. I would have to go get me probably two young linebackers that's probably sophomores that can really help on special teams, because you don't want to burn these guys red shirt just because Dawson Merritt is not even practicing yet.
Yeah. Christian Jones and Dawson Merritt are expected to maybe play.
Well,
or force play if they don't,
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to force my player to play, especially if I can get 4 good years out of you.
Yeah.
That's just the thing. Running back wise, we all know that Emmett's number 1. Number 2 is Quinn Ives. I don't know if he has enough experience yet. He did get a lot of carries in the bowl game. They really like him, but I would have to go with another back.
Yeah.
Just for insurance policy purpose.
Well, and there's one in the portal that I found interesting, which is Josh McCray. You might remember him. He's the big back at Illinois, 6'1", 235. He's been a lot to take down. This past year, he ran for 609 yards and 10 touchdowns for that top 15 Illinois team. And so I was surprised to see him enter the portal, but that could be an answer maybe for somebody out there. I'm not necessarily saying Nebraska, but it's also just kind of interesting the way they've talked about their running backs here over the last week. Because as we looked from the outside, it was this situation where it's like, well, maybe they should add somebody. And the first portal season session kind of goes around and nothing's there. And so you're kind of thinking, well, maybe they really believe in what they have. And then what we heard from this last week is not that they don't believe in what they have, but basically I think it was the offensive coordinator, Dana Holgerson, that said, we've got 2 guys and then the rest of them are going to kind of have to fight it out. And that's kind of what we figured to begin with, right? So
well, you have 3 guys, I think.
Well, he said 2. I'm telling you, it's not what I'm saying. It's just
so.
What he's
he's kind of shifting his talk now when he say that, because he does like Isaiah Hunter.
Well, I'm talking running back.
Running back, yeah. Okay, running back, yeah. That's it to me too. You need to go in the season with 4 good running backs, because thinking back to 1995 in Nebraska, we started off with Lawrence Phillips. He started, got in trouble, bam. Clint Childs started the next game after he got suspended. Clint Childs, boom, he got hurt, was out the next game. Damon Bennett started that game, boom, he got hurt, he's out. So now you go all the way down the depth chart. You got a guy there is the Gatorade High School Player of the Year in Nebraska, and he ends up running for 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
And did we expect that? No. Did I know he was good? Yeah. But that's why you need more than one running back. And I don't think you would never have a freshman come in that's going to be like a Mongrain. You're not. I haven't seen it at Nebraska. Yeah, I haven't seen it in my lifetime in Nebraska. Colorado true freshman Adrian Wilson has entered the portal. You know, they just North Carolina lost a couple of good players. I see they got 2 linebackers in the portal, a running back, offensive lineman. Bill Belichick is cleaning house. I just don't, this transfer portal is just out of control. We're going to talk about a lot of that stuff with the captain today. South Alabama starting right tackle Malachi Carey has entered the portal. He allowed just 2 sacks and nearly 1,200 snaps the last 2 seasons. So these guys are going to get paid.
Yeah, there's some guys that are in there. That's what's interesting is I didn't expect to see a whole lot of big names in this portal. I kind of thought this was kind of the walk-ons that weren't going to quite make the teams type of situation. Maybe a few guys here, but Nico Iamaleava. I mean, some of these names are just pretty big. And by the way, Hardly Gilmore entered the transfer portal as
first
well.
First one from Nebraska.
So he did not disappear into the ether. He's going to go still try to play some football. Just won't be here in Nebraska.
He should go back to Kentucky, where they love you at. Chattanooga edge rush. Chris Victor has committed to Cal. Now he goes from a small school to a big school. Victor posted 49 tackles, 6.5 for tackles for loss, and 4.5 sacks last season, along with a 76.6 PPF grade, which I don't know what PPF is. That's something that I know. They just made it up now. So
pretty much. Good degree.
So yeah, with basketball portal still going along, Mississippi State offensive tackle Jesse Ramel has entered the portal. He transferred from Mississippi State in December. Was previously the starter left tackle at James Madison.
Kind of a Mekhi Bayer situation again there, is he's going to have to find a home after trying out at Missouri, whatever happened there, and entering the transfer portal.
I think some of these kids just don't like competition. All right. Me and Bock is moving along. When we come back, we got the top 25 games of the year 2000 all the way to 2025. Would Nebraska be in there? I don't know. We'll check it out when we get back on Bock and the Blackshirt here, live at 93.7 The Ticket.
Authentic Mexican food is not always easy to find, but you can find it in Lincoln at Tacos Los Hermanos. Their birria tacos are worth the drive from anywhere in town, but their chicken, chorizo, al pastor, and asada tacos are also worth the trip. You can also try any of those meats in a burrito or quesadilla. You won't find a better toppings bar in the area or better dessert options. If you can't get there, don't worry, they do deliver as well. Stop by Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock Streets in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze. An afternoon high around 80. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly cloudy, a low near 59. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly sunny, with a high near 86. I'm meteorologist Kyle Becker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get ready for spring by joining an evidence-based program to improve your health and well-being. These programs use proven strategies to help you make lasting changes, whether it's boosting nutrition, increasing activity, managing stress, or enhancing wellness. Invest in yourself today and feel your best this spring and beyond. Paid for by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Make sure you tune in every Saturday from 11 to 12 for all things youth football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman. Learn how the game of youth football has grown in and around the capital city with coaches, athletic directors, and league commissioners telling you all about it. It's all things youth football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman every Saturday from 11 to noon right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, I like your new car.
Thanks.
Could you stop at this coffee shop? I need a cup of joe.
Press that little red button.
Hey, an entire coffee machine just came out of your dashboard.
Yep.
More things should be built in, like the multiplier in Mega Millions from your Nebraska lottery. It's one of the new enhancements to the game, along with bigger jackpots and better odds.
Oh, that coffee is a little strong.
Press the blue button.
What's that?
Cream dispenser.
$5 Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 290 million.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option. The Husker games are coming soon. Do you know your tailgate meal for before and after the events? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate something for all Nebraskans made in Nebraska. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you tailgate without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No party or tailgate is complete without it.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Bach in the black shirt here on Wednesday. We at the Ticket Live and we acting the fool. It's Bach in the black shirt on the Wednesday. Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. All right, Bach, I got this scenario right here for us on this last thing. The best regular season games of every college football season since 2020. Are you ready for 25?
I love my regular
24.
season football. Yeah, let's get into
Best game of 24, Bach. Who you think it is?
Oh, I can't. I'm not going to be able to pick these apart.
Oh, you're not
Is
going
this past year?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm all right. I'm going to give it to you. November 20. No. 24. Number 3, Oregon versus number 2, Ohio State.
All right, fair enough.
32-31. The game was played October 12th, 2024. 8 lead changes. All right, Bach, that was a good one.
Well, yeah, controversial ending there.
Yeah, Dan Landing with the cheating way.
Well, it was legal.
2023. Number 8, Alabama versus Auburn. 27-24. 7 lead changes. That was a good one. I'm just going to run through them right quick, Bach.
Yeah.
We don't have too long. 22. Ooh. Number 6, Tennessee beat number 3, Alabama, 52-49. 9 lead changes right there.
Yeah, that was a big win for Josh Heupel in the crew.
Yeah.
It was a Hendon Hooker season.
21. Number 6, Oklahoma, 55. Number 21, Texas, 48. 4 lead changes.
Man.
The Red River rivalry.
Whoever makes this list loves shootouts. These are high-scoring games.
All right. 20. Number 18, Coastal Carolina, 22. Number 13, BYU, 17. 5 lead changes, Bob. They said that was a weird year.
Yeah, well, 2020 was a weird year. For all of us, I think.
All right. 2019. Best game of 2019. LSU, 46. Alabama, 42.
Oh, yeah, that's that great LSU team, obviously, with Joe Burrow and everybody.
Yes. 2018, number 22, Texas, 74. LSU, 72.
Is it a basketball game they're playing out there?
Yeah, it must be. They must got the wrong. This is a basketball score.
That's what back when they let the overtimes. Before they cut them off, now they're doing like 2-point conversions. If you get to like the third overtime, back then it was, possession for possession.
Yeah. All right. 2016. Number 5, Clemson, 42. Number 3, Louisville, 36. 5 lead changes in that game. You could
Was that the Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Yep. And Lamar Jackson right there. They duo combined for 601 yards and 253 yards rushing. But the game itself lived up to every bit of the hype. All right. We're on 15. Number 7, Michigan State. Number 12, Michigan. 2 lead changes. That was a good one right there.
Was that the punt?
Patrick Mahomes versus a Trayvon Boykins and Patrick Mahomes shootout in Lubbock.
I hate a lot of those.
2014, number 5, Baylor Bears, 61. Number 9, TCU, 58.
Yes.
5 lead changes. Baylor had Bryce Purdy. Who else there?
And that pretty much eliminated the Big 12, if I remember, 2014 from playoff contention, right? Because that was when Ohio State getting into the 4 seed and then went all the way.
Yep. Because Ohio State, 11-1 did. Yep. They had another chance to play. Okay. Number 2013. Number 4, Auburn, 34. Number 1, Alabama, 28. Is that the famous kick a field goal and they ran it back?
Yeah, that's the kick 6.
Yep, I remember that one so well to this day.
Oh, that's one of the best games on this list, regardless. That's one of the best games of all time. That was a great college football
2012, number 15, Texas A&M. Number 1, Alabama.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel.
29 to 24.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one. I got that one. What that was 2000 what?
I think that's 2012.
Yeah, so we're on 2011.
Yeah.
Do they have 11? Hold on. Do I have 11? I don't see the 11 box.
All right, we can skip 2000.
All right, we'll skip the 11. All right, 2010. Number 2, Auburn, 28. Number 11, Alabama, 27.
Yeah, this is Cam Newton's year.
Cam
so
Newton,
great
yes,
year, yeah.
sir. Nothing stopping Cam Newton that year. All right, number 29. No, 2009.
2009.
Yeah. Number 3, Texas, 13.
Boo.
Versus number 22, Nebraska, 12. 4 lead changes. Texas came in averaging 43 points a game, but we had the big guy.
That's right.
He logged 4.5 sacks and helped limit Texas to 18 rushing yards on 38 carries. Good one.
What a game that was. Good to make the list. Good to make the list.
2008, number 7, Texas Tech beats number 1, Texas, 39-33.
Michael Crabtree.
Yes, sir.
Walk off.
Yep. Where we at now? That's
07?
Yep. 07. Appalachian State, 34.
Oof.
Number 5, Michigan, 32.
Great games on this list.
7 lead changes. All right. 2006. Number 1, Ohio State, 42. Michigan. Number 2, 39.
Michigan doesn't like this list, huh?
They call that the game of the first regular season game of the century,
Yeah.
or 21st century.
I don't know. It's highly regarded around there.
All right, let's go down where we at. Okay, 5. Number 1, USC versus number 9, Notre Dame, 34-31. 10 lead changes. Who was on this?
I think that was the Bush push, right?
Reggie
Yeah.
Bush.
Yeah.
Reggie Bush. All right. Number 24. No, 24. 2004. Number 2, Oklahoma, 42. Number 22, Texas A&M, 35. 2003, Cal, 34. USC, 31. 2002, number 16, LSU, 33. Kentucky, 30. 2001, Stanford, 49. Number 5, Oregon, 42.
I like Nebraska beating Oklahoma that year, but
All right.
maybe I'm biased.
The game of the year for 2000 is number 7, Miami, 27. Number 1, Florida State, 24.
There you go.
All right.
Miami,
We
Florida.
thank you. We thank you for listening to Bock and the Black Shirt here on 93.7 live. We'll be back in an hour.
Yeah.
DP's up next with Bock, and I'm going to walk the dogs and let them use the bathroom. All right. Have a nice day.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?